Hello, my VIPs. I'm doing another Unprovoked and whatnot. This one is going to be about DDG and whatnot. If you don't know my Unprovoked series, I mainly do it on celebrities and whatnot. I almost did one on YouTubers, but I was just like, let me just do a video just saying the YouTuber's name. This one's an actual Unprovoked, though. It's going to be about DDG. Just DDG, though. Not just his relationships. It's about him and some of the situations he's recently been in. So, yeah, let's get into it. Bro, I gotta admit, he's kind of been. Has he been moving weird? Yeah, he has kind of been moving weird. Ever since the Ruby Rose thing, where she was accusing Hallie of wearing one of her old shirts from when she was dating DDG again, or back, not again, but back then, it was like all he had to say was no comment, or he could literally have not left a comment at all. Like, in other interviews, Ruby Rose literally mentioned how he was one of her favorite exes. Like, she was literally like one of my favorites was my last one, DDG. It's like this girl clearly is not over you. Like that's the thing. This girl is clearly not over you. She says she respects your girlfriend, but she calls your girlfriend a bitch in the same tweet and whatnot. Why are you responding to her? Like that has why are you responding to her? It's kind of weird. And the way he was responding to her was kind of like two people who aren't over each other. It was giving that. It was giving like, why are you arguing with her? Like that, like y'all some old friends and stuff like that. It's like catty arguing back and forth and stuff like that. Like it shows you still care. So why did you argue back with her, DDG? Like, what was the point? And I get it. We're human. We all get annoyed and whatnot. It's just that you ain't need to say any more than just like, oh yeah, people just want to be relevant, like that type shit. Like I would understand if he sent a comment like that. Hey, drag her through filth, my guy. Like shit, I understand. But no, and then it's gone to a point to where people legit think that, oh, he disrespected Chloe in this moment where he was on live with his friends and then they were trying to be shady and stupid as fuck. And that's one thing. I don't think people get that both guys and girls can be petty. They can be petty. They can be manipulative. They can be shady. They can be like bratty and bitter. Both guys and girls can do that. So when he was on live with all guys and they were his friends and they had something to say about Chloe, which is Hallie's older sister. And they thought that he was joining in on saying some shit. DDG was not joining in. He actually said y'all tripping and he left out of respect for it. Now, some people were just like, oh yeah, you should have argued like that. And honestly, from my opinion, since this is my Unprovoked series and I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, bro, I can see why they say like he should have dragged them through filth. I see why. Because it's like you were willing to argue back and forth with your ex, and we see that you can bring the heat. Like you could really go at her for real. Like you could argue back and forth. So why didn't you do that with your friends? Why did you just leave? However, in the same breath, I can also see why he chose to leave. Because it's like, why argue with these people who want to clearly disrespect this person? Like, my ear just turned off. Want to clearly disrespect the person? Like, what's the point? Like, just don't join in. Like, just leave. Take yourself out the situation. I think he learned from that situation with arguing with Ruby. Like, he learned, like, okay, not everything calls for a reaction of some sort. Like, sometimes you just got to take yourself out of it and focus on what really matters and whatnot. And that's probably what he did. Focus on what really matters and whatnot, which is not disrespecting your girlfriend's sister. So it's like, that's what people think he did, but he ain't disrespect Chloe. What the fuck? It's weird that they think so. Like, oh gosh. Some people want him to be a villain for real, and legitimately, I think that he's just, how he moves is suspicious, of course. Like, like, dude, it's giving you still aren't truly over your ex. Like, some of the actions he had was like, it's giving you're truly not over your ex. But nah, they making it out like he really horrible for real. Like, no. He's just immature. Like, dead ass, like most of what he's doing is just shows that he's immature. Which is like, can I even blame them? They're all really around my age. Like, bro. Like, bro. I think they're around my age. Are they around my age? I don't know. How old are they? Like, that is, how old are they? Aren't they like around 23, 24? 3 years older than me, I guess. Like, I don't fucking know. But, one thing I forgot to talk about though was how to promote his album, he basically had sent this tweet and whatnot, which was hinting at, him having problems with Hallie or something like that in their relationship. And this was like, what, a month or so ago? And that's what started this whole thing with people looking at DDG with the side eye, like, bombastic side eye. Like, that's why people were doing that. And I think we all forget that he was a YouTuber. He started out as a YouTuber. I never actually knew him. He always had that familiar ass face, but I never actually knew his YouTube name, and I never actually seen him on YouTube, ironically. Probably seen him on like Google or some sorts in an article. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him on YouTube. I don't recall ever seeing this person on YouTube. But he is a YouTuber, or was a YouTuber, right? So it's like, not every YouTuber does pranks and whatnot, or does like clickbait titles and shit, but there are a vast majority who do. Like, that's the thing, there are a vast majority who do clickbait titles, clickbait, terms and whatnot, so that people can be drawn to, I'm on my computer, people can be drawn to their, products and whatnot, or stuff that they're putting out. So yeah, when he did that shit, I don't think he realized how people really do not play about who he's with. like that ass. Like, they don't play about Chloe, nor do they play about Hallie. They especially do not play about Hallie. Okay? And he learned that real fucking quick. He had to learn that quick. And it's also suspicious how after saying that the first time, it's like almost immediately after the whole thing with Ruby Rose, and then the whole thing sparking up with them having the back and forth. It's like it happened almost immediately after. Like, ain't that suspicious? That is suspicious, right? Like I said, how he moves is suspicious. Like, that's why so many people had an issue with him and still do. Like, how he moves is kind of weird. And then recently, like, what this has to do with DDG is Hallie sending out a text being like, y'all know that I don't play about who I love and stuff like that. Like, we've been keeping it real cute. We've been having it real cute on this platform. Let's keep it that way. Hallie said some shit like that, and I tweeted. I was just like, man, she just hushed the whole room. I guess we're gonna keep it cute now. Like, I guess we're gonna keep it cute now. And then some people were just like, oh, you trying to keep it cute with that demon that you sleeping beside. I was like, people do not know how to chill at all, man. People don't know how to chill at all. Like, they don't. But yeah, that what that has to do with him is that she obviously is speaking out for him and some of her family as well. Some who may have like spoken out, because one of her sisters, she has more, like, it's weird to like not know that she has more than one sister, but I genuinely did not know. I was just like, oh, she has more than one sister. Her eldest sister spoke up about like DDG and how weird he was moving and shit like that. Like, oh, I think this was also a month ago and whatnot. And then she issued out an apology. I think Hallie had talked to her in private, or Chloe, because she issued out an apology and whatnot. And so, yeah, so, that happened. And then Hallie sending out this tweet, it was kind of like, okay, she's protecting not only DDG, but her sister, everyone who spoke it out, basically. And then people were just like, man, you sleeping with that demon right beside you and some shit like that. I'm just like, demon? Ew, no, he's not a demon. He's just weird. Like, he's a weirdo. Like, he's dead ass. He's a weirdo. He's not a demon, babes. He's not evil. He's flawed. He's immature. It's showing through, like, yeah, but shit, y'all be saying that like he the worst thing in the world. Like, no, he not, babes. He's not. Trust me, he ain't. If he was, they would not be quiet about it, okay? Okay. But I think that's really it. Do I have anything more to say with the DDG thing? No, I can't. Also, people are, okay, one more thing. People are finding it weird. It's Rolling Loud, I think. Like an event is happening, either Rolling Loud or something, right? And people were like looking at like screenshots. I think DDG was doing one for his video, and then Ruby Rose also posted on her social media. They're around the same area. Is it Thailand? I think they're in Thailand and whatnot. People were just like, ain't that suspicious? You better watch out, Hallie. They're in the same area, Hallie. I'm just like, yo, bro. Yo, y'all are too invested, bro. I don't even follow these people on social media. I don't. So it's like, how are y'all, what? And of course, some may be thinking like, how are you able to follow up on all this on social media? Well, one, like I said, Twitter. I don't think I said this in this video, but in past videos I mentioned before how Twitter really just really pops up shit, okay? Some celebrities that I may follow, it's only a few, but for some reason it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just look up too much stuff on Twitter, and then they're just like, "Oh yeah, you want some drama about these celebrities?" And then it shows me shit, and I'm just like, okay, because I don't look this shit up. I don't care enough to look it up. Now I do for this series and whatnot. I choose to, but beforehand, all of this shit a month ago, I did not look this up on purpose. Like I was just like, I don't give a fuck about this. But now it's kind of like, eh. But yeah, but only I guess with this few stuff, like, yeah. But with that whole thing, I'm just like, man, did they probably meet up? I don't know. It's just weird. Like, you know, DDG and Ruby Rose, they're both rappers and whatnot. That whole thing when he sent out something that was very iffy about his relationship, Ruby followed him in suit. They both argued and whatnot. She said in past interviews and whatnot, that he was her favorite ex. Like, it's giving weird. It's giving weird. His reactions to her is giving very much weirdo. It's like, ugh. Like, it's just kind of like, ugh. Can we stop? Like, that type shit. But then, anyways, that's it for my video and whatnot. You know, it's your girl. It's your girl. Thank you, VIPs, for watching, and may peace be with you for an eternity.